Well, the federal trial for 3 former Memphis police officers charged in Tyre Nichols' death is underway. Day 1 consisted of a 4-hour delay. We thank you for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Rudy Williams. Now, this case and trial have both gained global attention because of the potential violation of Nichols' civil rights during his violent encounter with those officers. Our Pepper Baker has been in that federal courtroom since early this morning. She's live downtown for us right now. Pepper, what happened today?
11:30 this morning, 3 hours later, as attorneys on both sides began.
Rudy, it is all about jury selection this week, but let me tell you, today they barely scratched the surface. There were some last-minute filings and some pre-trial business that they had to take care of for the first part of the morning. Federal Judge Mark Norris, didn't even start questioning potential jurors until 1 this afternoon. Now, those 3 ex-officers, that's Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith, they're all being tried together and for violating Nichols' civil rights and conspiracy charges. Now, today was the beginning of the interview process to scale the 200 potential jurors down to 16. Now, we are told that 196 jurors showed up today, which is a pretty good turnout. Nichols' parents, Ro Vaughn and Rodney Wells, did show up around 10 a.m., and they actually waited with us outside of the courtroom until we could all get in at about 11:15. And it was still another hour before the first 50 jurors came in. Now, federal judge Mark Norris, he went over all the rules and guidelines very thoroughly, really harping on the importance of having an unbiased rule-following jury. A computer randomly picked the first 16 potential jurors who went to sit in what Norris calls the box. Norris asked 2 questions before recess, which was, what is the most important characteristic for a juror and what are examples of bias? Now, there's been a particularly just focus on bias with these jurors in this case because Norris denied the defense venue change back in April. The defense worried that the attention and media coverage of this would be nearly impossible to have an unbiased jury locally. Now, court did resume after recess around 3 o'clock, and just that, it's been a focus on making sure these jurors are not biased, and the questions have actually taken some issue with some of the jurors who've had to sidebar. Some of the video footage release, discussions about that came out, about who maybe have seen it, what people might know about this case from the media coverage, but it's still on that first group of 16 as of right now. I mean, they said that they were going to wrap up around 5:30, and Judge Norris wants to really stick to that, but this is going to be a long road ahead. I mean, 3 to 4 weeks, and they're supposed to adjourn again every day at 5:30, but lots more to come. I'll tell you a little bit more about that second half of court today coming up at 6. Live in downtown, I'm Pepper Baker.
Great job there, Pepper. Thanks a lot. Well, the other 2 officers involved in Tyre Nichols' death, Desmond Mills Jr. and Emmett Martin III, pleaded guilty and are awaiting sentencing at the end of the year. As part of their plea deals, Mills and Martin could testify in this trial.